The introduction of new traffic rules aimed at reducing road carnage has been faced with a lot of challenges, with some dubious matatu operators tampering with speed governors, which in some instances has led to fatal accidents. It is for this reason that the government, in consultations with industry players, developed a gadget known as the Universal Policing Unit (UPU) that will monitor and identify such tampering. But now suppliers of governors, some of who helped develop the UPU, say they are baffled by the NTSA's decision to use a prototype to test governors and suspending a number of brands.
The UPU that was formed was, even at now, is a prototype. The prototype UPU was to be developed and polished to come to the standard at which we can release it on our roads, because the prototype UPU could not be used to gauge anything.
We want to say that this UPU is still a prototype. It cannot test. It cannot take any vehicle to a court of law. It has not even been tested by Kebs themselves. They have not tested what we were trying to make ourselves.
The government Friday revoked the approval of 4 brands of speed limiters and suspended 11 others, further warning the public against purchasing the said speed limiters in a move that promises to open a can of worms in the multi-billion shilling road transport industry. According to the government, the performance of the 11 suspended brands of limiters was below 50%, and they are required to fulfill conditions stipulated by the National Transport Safety Authority, the Kenya Bureau of Standards, and the Ministry of Transport. But it now emerges that there could be business interests behind the surprise move by the government. The suppliers of the gadgets have now turned their hate on the National Transport and Safety Authority, claiming that the authority could be having a hidden agenda in the whole matter.
There was no study ever done in Kenya on governance. It is pure heresy. I was a member of committee and it's a lie. What is going on? It's already, we are aware, 4 companies have been identified. You rubbish the governors, you rubbish the tracking device. These 4 companies, and they are foreign, they are coming, they are taking over all the tracking business and all the governor business.
The suppliers, who account for more than 80% of the speed governors used by Kenyan vehicles, say some of them did not receive any communication from the 3 organs acting on behalf of the government concerning faults in their gadgets, and only came to learn of it through the media. Some of them say they even supply big corporate companies who are satisfied by the performance of the speed governors.
I want to deny categorically that speed governors have failed en masse. The only problem is there, and NTSA has a record, is one governor called PGL, and I have the minutes here of the association. That is the only governor that had challenges and problems.
If there is a letter from Toyota Kenya, if there is a letter from Trans-Africa Motors, if there is a letter from Simba Court Motors, because we have fitted the speed governors to them, if there is any complaint from General Motors, we want to see the letter from General Motors that the governors have failed.
The government has directed that the suppliers recall within 90 days all vehicles fitted with the speed limiters for repair and recertification. The suppliers are also required to maintain a register of all the vehicles fitted with speed limiters, indicating the date fitted. The suppliers have also threatened to pull out of the market should the NTSA maintain a hardline stance.